What could be more noble than protecting the civilian population from bandits? Of course, not all German soldiers realized that the bandits were locals oppressing their own villages and families. And even if some Germans suspected as much, they still went along with the legend, because the genocide in which they had to participate needed justification. Interesting, the captain said. What about that guy, the one responsible for fighting the partisans in Belarusia? Bach, Uncle Pasha answered, and sighing sadly added, like the great German composer. Yes, him. Do you think he believed that Belarusian villages suffered because of partisans? Or did he just say that to convince his subordinates? I think both. How so? I asked. You see, most people can detect lies intuitively, through facial expressions, gestures, and even speech patterns, explained the hypnotist. Therefore, only a propagandist who believes in their own propaganda can be successful at their job, as from their perspective they would not be lying. This idea seemed bizarre to me. How can someone convince themselves of something that isn't true? That's madness. Stupidity. You see, when spreading propaganda helps achieve important goals such as career advancement, fame, or even financial gain, hypocrisy, a very human form of psychological defense, steps in, Pavel Andreevich explained. And so, the propagandists ignore even glaring contradictions between their beliefs and reality. I couldn't hold back. Are they fools? Well, how shall I put it? The old spy smirked. In a sense, you're right. Most likely, such people lack critical thinking, and the smarter ones rationalize and use pseudo-arguments. But what a result! The average listener struggles to discern where reality ends and brainwashing begins, if the propagandists have been brainwashed before attempting their jobs. Or they made an effort to brainwash themselves for the cause, the captain chimed in. That happens too, Pavel Andreevich nodded in agreement. When people say that everyone believes their own truth, they usually mean exactly that. Everyone believes a truth that benefits them. The colonel gave his nephew a meaningful look, hinting at the captain's hidden ideological doubts, then recited. The scholar, peer of Galileo, was no less clever than Galileo. He knew the earth revolves around the sun. But he had a family to protect. Yevtushenko, Andrei said, finally having the chance to show off a bit of poetry knowledge. And admit it, the poet expressed it very well, the colonel noted, smiling at his nephew approvingly. On both sides of the border, people turn a blind eye to whatever is too inconvenient to notice. Many Soviet propagandists, especially ordinary ones, truly believe in the imminent victory of communism, ignoring the burning issues of our reality. On the other hand, Western politicians are convinced that communism is a plague, mistakenly equating it with dictatorship. Yet Marx wrote his works in Germany and England. Uncle Pasha looked at my confused expression. Sorry, Jan, I got sidetracked. I think you'll figure it all out gradually. I just wanted to say that there can be no real victors among propagandists. Marina Vantara. Mission Homo Liberatus, The Beginning.